Coming up, the video game that stunned gamers at last year's E3 is finally available, and we've got your preview.
Plus, new details on the future of the Sims franchise straight from the head of the studio, and our review of Steven Spielberg's Boom Blocks. X-Play starts now. Welcome to X-Play TV's most watched video game show. I'm Morgan Webb.
And I'm Adam Sessler, and we're coming to you from the G4 Studios in Los Angeles on Tuesday, May 6th. Coming up, Pro Gamer T-Squared has brand new tips on how to dominate the competition on one of Halo 3's newest maps, Blackout. And we review what I know is going to be the best party game of the year.
Plus, we talk to EA's Peter Moore in your first look at NCAA Football 09, and it's Tuesday, so you know we've got the latest zero punctuation preview. But first, let's get all of today's headlines, including some big Sony news in today's gaming update.
Sierra Entertainment has confirmed the delay of prototypes. The open-world game was expected to be released this year at some point in the fall, but instead has been delayed into 2009 without any specific release date. A representative from Sierra Entertainment has stated the game's developer simply needs more time to deliver the game the team initially set out to create. As for me, who is very excited about the game, it's disappointing to hear that, but I'd rather have it perfect than right now. Speaking of delays, Sony's Gamers Day event is taking place right now in London. A press event has revealed that the release date for Little Big Planet has been pushed back by 1 month into October of this year. Killzone 2 finally is expected to hit store shelves for the PlayStation 3 in February of 2009. MTV Games, Harmonix, and McDonald's have teamed up to create an advertising deal that will drop the price on a list of 8 existing Rock Band tracks to 80 Microsoft points per track. In related news, fans of the metal band Disturbed, who pre-order the band's latest CD at Best Buy, will be treated to 2 of the group's Rock Band tracks free of charge. And Comedy Central is offering a pack of 3 free Rock Band songs to anyone who purchases South Park, the complete 11th season uncensored, on DVD. And finally, Amazon.com has already sold out of Wii Fit pre-orders 2 weeks before the game's official release date. Amazon's pre-order website reminds us that although there are shortages across the United States, they are actively seeking more of this product from their suppliers. No word yet on how many pre-orders Amazon was willing to take before making the cut, but it appears Wii owners are anxious to practice their yoga. That's it for today's gaming update. For more of the latest news, be sure to check out G4 On Demand or head over to our website, g4tv.com/xplay. But now, let's go over to Morgan, who's finally moved past allegations from paydays from boosters.
Now, before NFL stars become sociopaths who drive boats while intoxicated and then, resist arrest, they often start out as innocent college students with a dream. And one of the greatest honors out there is gracing the cover of the new NCAA football game. Plus, it doesn't have that whole Madden curse attached. This preview, we meet the newest cover athlete and take a look at what's in store for 09. New York City, the world-famous marquee nightclub. Football players, video games. Now that's what I call a party. An EA Sports NCAA Football 09 Draft Night Fiesta.
This is our launch event. Our event here really kicks off what is a big weekend for football. We've got Matt Ryan, obviously, of Boston College, and we have my very good friend Sparty. We've got about 10 of the top 20 draft prospects, so we're having a great time here.
How can you not have a great time when Sparty, the Michigan State mascot, is in the house? He's representing the Wii version of NCAA Football 09. Oh, Sparty, you can't say that on television. EA Sports also revealed their college athlete cover boy, Boston College's own Matt Ryan.
It's pretty unbelievable to be on the cover of the PS3 version of the game, and I'm just excited and kind of in shock. You never think you're going to see yourself on the cover of a game, and I saw the cover unveiled tonight. It's pretty sweet.
Now, when you're lucky enough to get these big-time college stars all together, leave it to X-Play to ask the big questions.
I like to play Madden, Tiger Woods, and Guitar Hero.
I'm kind of old school right now. I'm still on Madden 04.
I like to play NBA Live. I like to play all sports games, man. Baseball, football, soccer. I play it all.
FIFA's my favorite game, by far.
Speaking of games, let's not forget the big announcements regarding NCAA Football 09. This is X-Play after all.
So tonight we're here to celebrate all it is, Matt Ryan being our PS3 cover athlete, as well as showing off everything we had to do this year in NCAA Football 09, be it Online Dynasty, be it our brand new wide open gameplay, as well as our college atmosphere.
Football on Saturday is about electricity. I think we've captured the electricity for NCAA 09.
Electricity. There was a lot of it in New York this magical night. The gamers were happy. The future sports stars were happy. Some might call it heaven. And X-Play, as always, was there.
NCAA 09 won't be out until July, but there's plenty of sports games to keep your blood up in the meantime. Here are the top 5 sellers in today's X list. At number 5 is Madden 09, and why wouldn't you be buying this? It's got touchdown and passes and running. Everything you come to expect from a virtual representation of American football.
Number 4 is Gran Turismo 5 Prologue. You people are setting a very bad precedent by paying for a glorified demo, but on the other hand, it does look amazing in 1080p.
Number 3 is Wii Fit, something we'll all need after the competitive eating game comes out. Coming in at number 2 is Sega Superstars Tennis, the only game in the market that lets you play with Sonic's ball.
Whew. And number 1 is Mario Kart Wii. Following the hysteria of GTA 4, I have a feeling that upon this game's release, you're going to see a jump in the number of drive-by turtling.
Now, whether you admit it or not, you probably bought a Sims game at one time or another, at least to see what all the hype is about. For a closer look at the series that allows me to star families at will, we went to EA to talk to the man who runs the show. The core Sims games and their dozens of expansions and spin-offs have sold an astonishing 100 million copies worldwide. To get some insight on these curious virtual people and their interactive empire, we talked to the head of Sim Studio, Rod Humble.
I think that The Sims was originally, as with a lot of games that come from Maxis and those group of guys and Will Wright, really had just a target of maybe someone new will buy it.
In fact, one of the most remarkable things about The Sims is its large female audience.
Nancy Smith, my boss, likes to call it a sexually transmitted game. The boyfriend would buy it and the girlfriend would play it and then it would get passed around. And I think it spread because of the universal concept. In terms of the split, it's about 50-50, a little more women than men, but that just reflects the population. I just think it's just so unusual for a computer game to actually have women show up and actually enjoy the game. I think a lot of that is the universal appeal of the premise.
Often referred to as a virtual dollhouse, The Sims has proven to be an ideal playground, not just for fans of interior design, but fans of a good story.
A lot of our players would regard The Sims as a creativity tool, and that's how we look at it as well. And the storytelling mechanism in The Sims is actually quite interesting in that we don't give you a story. What happens is you'll go in and you'll play a regular life, and then the game will push back and throw some little anecdote in there that you didn't expect, like the kitchen catches fire. You meet a beautiful person you didn't know you were going to. And then that anecdote gets put into the story, and then the player will take that anecdote and move the plot line in their own way.
With more Sims content in development than ever, including the potentially groundbreaking Sims 3, it looks like the mellifluous sounds of Simlish may continue to ring for another 100 million copies.
In 2005, Steven Spielberg announced that he was getting back in the world of video games and signed a deal with Electronic Arts. Boom Blocks is the first collaboration to see the light of day, and not quite what you'd expect from the director of 1941. It's a mix of Jenga and Tetris Blast, and it's actually surprisingly good. Okay, listen up, people. I'm only gonna say this once. I know each of you have your favorite genre of game, be it RTS, RPG, or FPS, but we like all kinds of games here at X-Play. Yes, even the ones you yourself might not. Keep that in mind during this review of Boom Blocks for the Wii. Boom Blocks is essentially a great physics engine with a seemingly unending series of puzzles to knot your brain. That's it. No high-speed car chases, no blood-oozing thrill rides, just you, some blocks, and Sir Isaac Newton's theory of gravity. Despite the simplicity of the concept, though, there is a ton to do here. There are 3 single-player modes. In Adventure mode, the challenges start off simple enough, but if you want to get the gold medal, you'll have to know the puzzles inside and out. Explore mode helps you get a handle on all the mechanics of the game. The more you explore, the more tools you unlock for the 3rd mode, Create mode. This is exactly what it sounds like. Multiplayer is good for up to 4 people, and this is really where Boomblocks excels. You heard it here first, people. This is the new party game for the Wii. Or at least it should be. Your grandmother can play it, your 6-year-old nephew, your drunk roommate. Although it's well designed and cute from the bottom up, it's not graphics intensive, but then again, it doesn't need to be. This is the kind of gameplay that really shines on the Wii. It's simple yet rich, friendly yet challenging, and a hell of a lot of fun to play with your friends. Trust us on this one. And this gets me back to my original point. If you are a die-hard guts and gore, chainsaw-in-the-face gamer, there's a slight chance you just may not love this game. But hey, some people like apples and others like bananas. I like Tatsumas. And we here at X-Play like Boomblocks. And that's why we're awarding it with a well-deserved 5 out of 5.
Definitely check out this game. We've got to take a quick break, but first we want some brutal honesty in today's poll question. Did you call in sick to play GTA 4? A, yes, B, no, or C, I didn't buy it. Head on over to g4tv.com/xplay and let us know. Don't worry, we won't rat you out.
Coming up on X-Play, pro gamer T-Squared dishes out some new Halo 3 variety map pack tips that will put you on top of the leaderboards. Then, we get a sneak peek at tomorrow's Zero Punctuation review of Yahtzee's fan mail. Plus, we take a look at the addictive new PS3 puzzler, Echochrome, in today's download. Stay tuned.
It's time for Dirty Vocabulary Lesson. Filter begins in 60 seconds. Hey, I'm Olivia Munn, and the world throws so much at you, you need a filter. In looking at my word a day calendar, I realized that some of my favorite words end in philia. Here are my top 3. Now, if the Andrew McCarthy knee flapper mannequin is your idea of porn, well, you've got yourself a case of aggalmatophilia. But if Dorothy, Blanche, Rose, and Sophia from the Golden Girls are more your type, your condition is known as gerontophilia. And finally, my top pick for sheer whiskey tango foxtrot appeal is inflatophilia. I think you can figure that one out, boys. Hit me up on the web at g4tv.com/filter. Until next time, I'm Olivia Munn, and oh yes, I have got a list.
Kelly, it's Daddy.
Man, I gotta say, GTA is one of the best addicting games I ever played in my life. I've been playing it nonstop ever since I got it. It's so addicting, I swear. I just can't get off of it, and the multiplayer is just on point.
Welcome back to X-Play. Thanks for the message, J.R. Fellow. I don't think he's alone.
He's not alone. I wonder if he's having a bad hair day.
It's quite possible. I don't know. If he's been playing as long as he said,
yes,
maybe he really does want to wear a hoodie and just kind of like, no one should look. Don't look at me, I'm playing.
Or the Halo 3 variety map pack was released a few weeks ago, and you're either an expert at them or you're getting your noobs pounded. If you fall into the latter category, you might want to listen up because Pro Gamer T-Squared is back with some tips on one of the more popular maps, Blackout.
What's up, everybody? I'm Tom Taylor. But you know me as T-Squared. I'm part of the MLG team, straight ripping. I've got the Halo 3 tips that'll have you fragging like a pro. Here's some awesome jumps and hiding spots in the map Blackout. The map Blackout is broken down to 3 quadrants. the battle rifle tower, red base, and then the sniper tower. This jump is from snipe 2 to snipe 3. This jump is great because it's a lot faster to get to the sniper rifle. Or you can come behind an opponent who's hiding there. And then you give them the back smack, baby. Woo! This jump right here is from bottom red lift up into what we call the Magnum. It's awesome for breaking a setup, and also this jump is super useful for getting into a fast setup or giving somebody a beat down on the Magnums. He'll have to have eyes in the back of his head to stop him from getting beat down. This jump right here is from BR1 to BR2. The way you do it is you get on the red ledge, jump up to BR2 while doing a 180. It's awesome. This jump is probably the most useful on the map. A lot of teams try to set up at the BR tower, and when they see you, they'll come down and kill you. But this is awesome because you can come behind them and they'll never expect it. Here's an awesome hiding spot that I find really useful for taking out noobs. The way you do it is you jump up onto the elbow ledge, wait for people to run by you, then give them the back smack. Follow these tips and you'll be king of the back smacks.
I love two-a-days because we get to take a sneak peek at tomorrow's Zero Punctuation today.
The accusation of simply being bad at games is one I've fielded before, and while it's true that I've never beaten the Luigi Purple Coin Challenge, I like to think I review for everyone. And considering I've been gaming for most of my life, most average people are going to be even worse than me, and that's a scary thought. By the way, it's all right, you can swear on the internet, your mum probably isn't going to read it. I know, because she's too busy being by me. This review, by and large, was pretty poor. Just because people want it doesn't mean he should do it, and Yahtzee pretty clearly is and has been nothing more than a professional troll for a good while now. If this entire video wasn't clearly for the purpose of bashing a game he quite clearly doesn't like in the first place, it might actually have been more entertaining than listening to a grown man cry about peer pressure. It's true I didn't like Brawl before I even started playing, but then the same is true of every game, object, animal and human being I encounter these days. Since the internet is almost diametrically opposed to the notion of quality control, in recent years it's been a lot easier to just assume everything's till it can prove itself otherwise. I like to call it the Guantanamo Bay approach to reviewing, but as for why I review stuff by popular demand regardless of personal feeling, it's partly because it feels more professional than constant self-indulgence, but mostly because I use my traffic figures to measure my worth as a human being. I like the idea of a professional troll, though. It makes me think of a hideous creature under a bridge handing out business cards. This guy is so played out. It must suck not enjoying anything in life and wasting your time searching for things to hate. Yes, I suppose that would suck. You'll have to tell me what it's like sometime.
I'll be there soon to heal your wounds. I'll be there.
Thank you, Yahtzee. Remember, you can get Zero Punctuation's full uncensored videos only at escapistmagazine.com, and actually we'll have new previews every Tuesday night.
Now do not move. When X-Play returns, we lose track of time with the extremely addictive Echo Chrome in today's download.
From the producers of G4 Podcast.
Welcome back to X-Play. Earlier in the show, we asked if you skipped out on work or school to play Grand Theft Auto 4. Well, we've listened to your input and 44% said I didn't buy it. Obviously, you people maced games for employees and stole your copy.
Last year's E3, Sony unveiled a brand new title that stunned gamers. Echo Chrome is a simple yet ingenious puzzle game that's a mix of MC Escher and Crush. We put the PlayStation 3 version to the test in today's download.
What with all the GTA mayhem last week, you might have missed the news about the release of little old Echo Chrome. So, how's about you take a break from shooting cops and getting lap dances and check this one out? Perspective is everything in Echo Chrome, so what you see is what you get. Gameplay relies on 5 basic principles of perspective. As you guide your mannequin through this strange world of optical illusions, you'll create paths, hide obstacles, and make the impossible possible, all by manipulating the camera angle. The game includes 7 levels of difficulty and 56 pre-made puzzles, but the possibilities are endless with the canvas mode, which allows you to create your own puzzles and modify existing levels. You can share your creations with friends and upload them to the PSN. Echochrome is available for the PSP and the PS3. There are even some unique stages exclusive to the PSP, but you should also know that you won't have the option to upload or download to the PSN. This minimalist mind-bending puzzler is well worth the $10. So get your box and start thinking outside of it, because Echochrome is going to rock your mind.
Summer is right around the corner, and GeForce schedule is so jam-packed, you're going to want to stay out of the sun.
We're bringing you the most exciting TV this summer, and it's chock full of new show launches, world television premieres, and the return of an acclaimed animated comedy series, in addition to exclusive, unparalleled live coverage from the hottest pop culture and biggest gaming events from around the world.
It all starts June 1st. Here's a sneak peek of what we have in store for you.
They say this summer's gonna be a scorcher, so stay out of the sun with G4 all summer long. We'll be live at Comic-Con and the biggest gaming conventions in the world, like PAX, Leipzig, and E3 2008. We'll be bringing you the outrageous Season 2 premiere of Code Monkeys, plus more G4 exclusives, including a Dark Knight behind-the-scenes special and the world television premiere of The King of Kong. It's all a part of G4's Stay Out of the Sun Summer, starting June 1st, only on G4.
G4's got a busy summer planned for you with exclusive programming like the world television premiere of the acclaimed film The King of Kong.
In 2007, a film crew set out to document the world of competitive arcade gaming. What they discovered instead was an epic conflict, but there can only be one king. G4 presents the battle for gaming's most controversial world record, the top score in Donkey Kong. Catch The King of Kong world television premiere June 1st, only on G4.
Tomorrow on X-Play, we review Iron Man and tell you if this game is just as awesome as the movie. Plus, on Cheat, Kristen Holt's got all the digits you need to survive the dangerous streets of Grand Theft Auto 4's Liberty City. And on Friday, Morgan heads down to Blizzard for a first look at the highly anticipated new expansion for World of Warcraft. Get ready to experience Wrath of the Lich King. You don't want to miss it.
And up next, you're going to have to check out Ninja Warrior.
All right, thanks so much for watching. See you next time, because more stuff's going to happen then.
I'm excited for Lich King.
I know you are.